Hi, my name is Praveen. Today in this video we're going to focus on a very specific feature of Microsoft Teams about how to manage a team. So what do you mean by a team? I'm not talking about Microsoft Teams, I'm talking about a general team. The team is a group of people who actually works towards a common goal. So when we say team, inside a team itself you will have different disciplines, different tasks, different modules for the IT professional services, and you will have, for example, let's take it an example as in a school. So what you will have classes, divisions, and so forth. So Microsoft Teams as a platform provides a very solid ground in order for you to create teams for different scenarios what you can think of, and then break down that team into multiple task forces which are called as channels. So in this video we are clearly focusing on how to create a team and how to create channels under the team and get things organized. So without further ado, let's get into the Microsoft Teams interface and show you how can you create teams, and then following to which we will also see the type of channels that you can create. So let's see the Microsoft Teams interface. Now you can see my Teams interface. There are many teams that you can see on the left side of the Teams application: the R&D team, the My Team Teams group created, and the all users, Dev MSO 365, and so forth. So today, as mentioned, we will just go through creation of a new team and then creation of two types of channels. So a new team, and of course I do not want a public team, so I'll be creating from scratch a private team wherein I manage the membership or the owners of the group, so which you will see how can we create more than one owner. Give a name, let's start assigning group membership, who all you want to be part of the team. Now let's see how can we make another person also as an owner. Just choose the type as owner. One of the best case scenario of Teams is like you can make another person who's not part of your organization also part of the team and work like a close team. Like for example, you have a person who's working from a different company, part of your team, you can make him part and you work together, and the collaboration make it more wonderful. This is called adding a guest to your team, and I have explained it more in detail in another video which you can see it on the top as a suggestion. Now we have completed creation of the teams. So we made a group of people part of a team and we are going to work together. When we say a team, there are many settings that you can play with. So let's quickly go through the settings available. So on the first tab, you can see that the owner of the team and the members and guests part of the team. Pending request tab, the next one, will help you manage any request that is coming to be part of the team. Channels will list the channels that is part of the team that we are going to create it in the next phase of the video. And in the settings, you have certain permissions that you can manage for the member and some sort of messaging permissions and all the other guest permission, things like that. So I recommend you to go through it. Many of the requests or the questions that you have will be answered on this page. The next option is a Teams code. You can generate a code and share this code with people who you want to be part of the team, and they can join the team by mentioning this code in a join team options as we see it here. Okay, so now these requests will be coming as a pending request. Such request will be available for you to approve at the manage team under the pending request tab. The next comes the analytics tabs. We'll give you an overview of the whole team as such, like how many members are there, the channels, the chats, the files, and so forth. So what if we want to create multiple, or we want to further manage the team into multiple processes? Those can be considered as channels. So this can be considered as subset of the team. So there are two types of channels as I mentioned. One is standard channel, the other one is private channels. The standard channel means it is available for all the members of the main team. The private channel means we have membership for the private channels. But if you want to add a person into private channels inside the team, that person has to be member of the main team. Let's see how can we create these two types of channels and manage it efficiently. So when a team is created, there is a default channel created part of the team wherein we exchange the common messages for the whole team. Whoever is part of the team will receive these chats, and we can upload files in the files tab. Also just drag and drop it here. It will be part of the files tab. So many other features. So what if we want to segregate the team's activities into multiple disciplines? You can create sub channels, and you can segregate related subjects into that related channel. So I am creating a content management channel just to segregate the content that we are making for this project. So in this case, I'm creating it as a standard channel so that everybody who is part of the parent team will have access to this content management channel. Since it is a standard channel, so you don't have much of a settings available, just only this channel settings, some basic settings, and then an analytics tabs. Now what if we want to create a chat group or a channel which has accessed by only a subset of the team, wherein we will choose to create a private channel. So what private channel means, it will be not visible to all the members except the one which are specifically added to the private channel. So as I mentioned, now we need to add who are the people who you want to be part of this private channel. So when you want to add members, you can only add the members of the main team that we created. So now if you go to the settings of the team's channel that we created, the private channel that we created, you will have an additional tab called members, and also you will find some additional settings under the settings tab, because now we have member, so there are some member permissions as well available for you to play around with. So before we wind up, let me log in as a different person like Juvin. In this case, he's not part of the private channel that we created. So let's see how his team's interface will look like for the new team that we created. He is part of the main team, but he is not part of the private team that we created now. Now you can see that under my demo team, there is only two channels. Two standard channels are available for the person called Juvin, and that's because we haven't made him part of the private channel created. Now let me quickly add Juvin to the private channel and see the difference. The moment that we add him into the private channel, it will start showing up on his team's interface. You can rightly see in front of your screen that the vAdmin private channel is now available for Juvin, and that's how we manage the membership of a private channel inside a team. That's all about a basic introduction to the Microsoft Teams and channels feature. Create teams, whether it is a private or public. Now you know the difference between private and public channels and teams. So create according to your scenario and ensure that it is going to make a lot of difference in your day-to-day organization activities. And if you like the video, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and you will start receiving the new videos that I am going to come up with. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.